This week we're in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Follow us as we enjoy our days here and explore the area. And for the first time on our trip, we experienced a theft while we were out eating dinner with a couple of friends. So it's actually raining right now. And it's sunny. It's hot and it's raining and it's sunny. Which is... and there's clear blue skies, like, okay, except for that one, but the weather here is so weird. So let's start at the beginning. We are still in Tulum and today we're leaving for Playa del Carmen. We decided to take the bus as it seemed like the best and cheapest option. The bus experience was very pleasant and the bus was quite new, and it only took about 1 hour between the cities. When we arrived, we walked through a busy street that we later found out was the main restaurant and nightlife street in Playa. We walked to our Airbnb and checked in. Yeah. It's quite small, but we expected that. I feel like every apartment in Mexico has been quite small. Like, at least in Playa del Carmen. Here we go, now you can see a little bit more. There's kind of a blue wall. It's refreshing, I guess.
Kind of. It's super blue, it's not just kind of blue.
Not that bad. He like avoided the whole apartment just because of the blue paint
it does look
in
much,
the beginning.
much better.
But then it was like, are you going to avoid an entire place just because the wall is blue? And then here is our balcony. And you actually do have a view of the pool. One of the pools actually. There's two pools. And a little kids pool as well down there.
And then there's a roof pool as well.
Roof pool and a gym, so we have to check that out later. We spent some of our days just exploring the neighborhood. We lived really close to the 5th Avenue, or Quinta Avenida, which is a pedestrian walkway close to the shore.
Again, at the front, right?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of home.
Apparently this restaurant is #1 on TripAdvisor in the entire city. He was like, oh, we need to go to dinner now, and it was like 6 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, what's the rush? He's like, oh no, there's probably gonna be a long queue, and I'm like, okay, let's go. But now, as I'm like looking at the entrance, I understand why. There's like a huge line. But yeah, thank you to him. Food was really, really, really good. Super good, like real authentic Mexican. I think it is real authentic Mexican. So. To do some co-working at the cafe with Heike and Annie, and we're also planning our trip this weekend because we're going on a little excursion with them.
Oh yes, we need to figure out who's gonna do what. Gotta rent a car, book a hotel. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
And it's also nice to get a change of scenery. I've been working from the apartment or the room, I guess, for the past couple of days, and Yeah, my neck's quite stiff, so it's nice to kind of change places for a little bit.
Yeah.
We're back from dinner with Heike and Ani, which was pretty good, at least for the most part, except for the fact where for the first time on our trip for now almost 3 months, we experienced a pickpocketing, or it wasn't really a pickpocket, it was theft basically. So we were at the outside sitting at this restaurant having our meal. Vilda had put her bag on the shoulder of the chair between the two of us, Heike and Ani, sitting right opposite. I mean, you'd think that should be enough to kind of catch anything going on. However, this wasn't their first rodeo. They were pretty good at this, so they kind of flipped the bag over on the floor, which we didn't hear. None of us heard anything or saw anything. Luckily, we were at this great restaurant, both food-wise and service-wise. Once we notified one of the waitresses, she almost actually started crying because she was so sad that it happened. And then she called over another waiter, and he profusely apologized, and he's like, oh my god, we do everything to kind of make this not happen, but like there's only so much we could do. And they're like, can we do anything for you guys? Luckily, Vilda noticed that we were sitting at this table which was directly in the line of sight of the security camera. We were like, is that security camera on? Is it functioning? And he said yes, and we were like, okay, can we see the footage? Not that and just to preface this, the bag that got stolen had nothing in it. It was an H&M bag, so $15-20 bag. There was something in it. It was a used face mask. They were like, yeah, we can get the video, but they had to talk to their boss, who was on maternity leave, who still picked up the phone, got into the system where they had their videos, and actually sent us the video of when it happened, so we know exactly when it happened and how it happened. It was just so strange to see it. And what was so weird, if you like look at the video, was that they stand around seemingly like, first of all, these people were tourists, or they looked like tourists. They were dressed pretty well. They did not look like, I guess, what you would imagine your typical pickpocketer to be. So they were just standing around seemingly looking for something on their phone or whatever, or waiting for somebody. And I did catch them in the corner of my eye, like that they were there for a split second, and I didn't really think anything about it. Yeah, so what they do is they first flick off the bag off the chair and then grab it and run, grab it from the floor and run. And what kind of amazed me was that they did this with us being so close that nobody noticed this happening, or nobody said anything. Makes me think that this is not the first time they did this. Yeah, it was just, we were having such a great night, and that kind of it made the mood a bit less fun. We got to rant about it on our way here. Luckily, I mean, we need to look at the bright side. Nothing important got stolen, nothing of value even, except for sentimental value, because Vilda did. She's sitting right over there, so looking at me doing this. Like, knock on wood, if this was the one time we were gonna experience this, then I mean, I guess when all's said and done, it was probably the best way to go about it. But yeah, anyway, I guess the moral of the story, keep your bag and your valuables close. Pickpocketers and thieves could be sitting right next to you without you kind of even noticing. So yeah, just be careful. I feel like maybe we just got a bit too relaxed in a way. However, we probably wouldn't, like Vilda said on the way here, I would never have done that if I had something in my purse. So yeah, I think that's quite important.
I would never put my bag there if I had anything of value. The weird thing was that when I like put it on the chair, I was like, it might get stolen. I think I thought along these lines, like not like it might get stolen, but like I thought about it for a split second, but then I was like, I don't have anything in my bag and it's not a valuable bag, so I'll just put it here, it's fine. But of course I regret that now, because there was like I don't know, like in Argentina and Brazil and everywhere else, but I always have it on me at all times. I never like take it off. For some reason I did now, probably because it was empty, but like still, it's annoying. It's annoying that they did it, and it's annoying that they managed to get away with it. And I would love to see their reaction when they realized that it was an H&M bag and there was a used face mask in it. It was just be so priceless to see their faces.
Big shout out to this restaurant. They were really supportive and did everything in their power to make sure that we kind of got all the information we needed and tried to help us out in any way they could. You see the balance of people, you see the good people, that there are a lot of kind people out there, and that like boss of the restaurant was on maternity leave.
Yeah,
she could
like
say, you know what,
yeah.
We'll take care of this some other time or whatever, but they didn't. We appreciate it. Now we're going to bed because tomorrow we're going on a road trip. Hopefully that has a bit more of a fun ending than this, but yeah.